UMathX is the 10th version of Understanding Math. It is a browser-based, computer-assisted, interactive learning environment that blends a digital approach and related resources to help students develop deeper conceptual understanding of mathematics concepts for K to Algebra 1. As one curriculum director put it, UMathX has it all. A full-service K to Algebra 1 learning environment supporting a growth mindset within a learning pit, encouraging students and teachers to grapple with concepts. Grappling is what you do when you do not know the answer. It is more than persevering, more than engaging. It is productive struggling. The learning pit supports resilient learners. UMathX creates and supports a learning environment where students and teachers build it, draw it, talk it, write it, and then own it. UMathX is positioned to help teachers and students through two menus. The Content menu can be used by all K to Algebra 1 or K to 10 learners throughout the world. The Content menu appears as a column on the right. It contains all mathematics concepts for K to Algebra 1 or K to 10th grade. If we click on the Fractions bar, the scaffolded topics within Fractions appear. As we move down the column, the topics become more challenging. Clicking the right arrow in the navigation bar allows us to scroll through to the next page of Fractions topics. Clicking the left arrow returns us to the first page. Clicking on the single up arrow returns us to the previous menu level. Again, we'll focus on Fractions and then the sub-menu item, Equivalent Fractions. We see the scaffolded topics within, showing the various approaches that would help students in understanding equivalent fractions. Let's pick one approach, pattern blocks. Note that we are presented with two choices, hexagon 1 and hexagon 2. Notice the path to the lesson has been gathering at the top to show the scaffolding, the organization of topics. This helps us know where we are in the list of lessons. If we click on the double up arrow at the bottom, we are returned to the original landing page where we can begin again from the top of the menu. To review, we clicked on the Content menu bar. We click on Fractions to show the list of topics under Fractions. We click on Equivalent Fractions. We click on Pattern Blocks, and the two topics under Pattern Blocks are shown. We'll choose hexagon 1 and view the lesson. To return to the main menu, we'll click on the menu icon in the control panel at the top. Conveniently, we return to the most recent menu item. The second type of menu in UMathX is the Curriculum menu. It takes lessons from the Content menu and aligns them with the appropriate standard within particular grades in each of 6 curricula. We will use the Common Core curriculum to demonstrate. The selected curriculum menu appears as a column on the right. It contains all mathematics concepts within that particular curriculum from K to Algebra 1 or K to 10th grade. We will navigate to the equivalent fractions lesson seen earlier within the Content menu. The Common Core menu item that we want to reach is 3 NF 0103B. Again, we can navigate back up through the menu using the up arrows. The Lesson Selection menu is shown for this standard, and we see that we have arrived at the same lesson, Fractions, Equivalent Fractions, Pattern Blocks, Hexagon 1. Let's have a look at a few lessons. UMathX offers blended, tiered learning to reach all from K to Algebra 1 with a deep conceptual focus aligned to the curriculum. In this elementary example, we are adding vertically, but also showing another approach, horizontal, and modeling with the use of cubolinks. The user would work with a real set of cubolinks on their desk as they work through the example on the computer. Note the number of steps to help the learner with an incorrect answer. A correct answer must be given before the user can proceed. Audio support is also provided by double-clicking a sentence.
Correct.
In this example, the student would be using actual base 10 blocks on the desk and follow the model in UMathX. When the number appears, the user will click and grab the correct tiles to match the number. The user is then asked to subtract a certain number, and in this case, the user must regroup since not enough ones are given. Note the concrete and the abstract representations. Here, the user is considering equal parts as an introduction to fractions. First, the user must enter the number 3 as the number of equal parts, and 1 as the number of green parts being considered. Then, numerator and denominator are pulled over to result in a fraction. The learning takes place from concrete to abstract. Here, the graphics help in the understanding of the number of 3/4 in 2 1/2. We click and drag the part of the container representing the divisor over each of the other containers. A mistake is an opportunity to learn. The program will help the learner to arrive at the correct response. In this example for middle and high school, we will proceed along the following path: graphing, equation of a straight line, word problems applications, the walker, same speed. We are asked to click on the starting point for Wendy. So we'll start at B and drag a line which represents Wendy's walk at the same speed. The slope should be the same as the line representing Walter's walk, so notice the hint we are given when we make a mistake. This helps guide us to the correct answer. Now we will reach the same lesson through the Common Core Curriculum menu by going to 8F0204 and clicking on the lesson in the selection menu. Returning to the selection menu, we can access the associated lesson frameworks by clicking the Frameworks button. The framework leads the student through the lesson on the computer, but also incorporates off-computer activities in 3 parts. Within the Data module, assessments and tracking show growth in understanding. Data is accessible by student, teacher, principal, and district lead, according to their level of access. UMathX contains a full array of test questions for every section. Students and teachers can view the results of all test questions, showing the student's answer along with the correct answer. If you have questions or would like more information, please feel free to contact us. Thank you for watching.